What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be checking out the City Hunter Predator by Prime 1 Studios. So there is 3 different versions of this, so we're going to check out each of them. First is this ultimate bonus version, which is $5,599. So that is actually only $100 less than Godzilla vs. Kong. And the only additional items you get with this that are not included in the DX bonus version are the additional skull trophies, basically this right here. So you get a bunch of these sick looking skull trophies. That one looks like a xenomorph head, and the rest I'm honestly not 100% sure what they are, but they're pretty cool. Although the problem as well is they're going to be freaking space hogs. So you're paying just so you're aware, the DX bonus version is $3,500. So you're really paying $1,600 for all these skull trophies, and you get 1, 2, 3, 5 of them, and they're just space hogs. Honestly, they're pretty decently sized, but it also makes it increase to 4 boxes as well, and frankly I just don't think it's worth it. I don't remember seeing those in the movie. Maybe they were in the spaceship, don't really remember. This does have the low edition size of 300, but I don't predict this one's selling out super quick. Then you got the DX bonus version, which I think is where your average collector might be collecting. Then, of course, the standard version, which is $700 cheaper, doesn't include nearly as much, but $2,800. So I personally, like, if I was to buy this, for example, I would get the DX bonus version because I think that includes the necessary switch outs you're going to want to have. Has the best looking head, has the spine trophy on the back. It just has the better switch outs overall. So here's a few of the bonus parts you get. Rebreather mask, don't care for that. Net gun, meh. Right hand part, that's okay. Spear gun projectile, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I would never display that one ever. This one looks best with the extended spear or the normal spear in the front hand holding the disc. The chopped off arm, I would never display that. That is the best portrait. The roaring mouth, which is what is included in this DX bonus. So you get 3 heads. You get 2 different masked heads. To be honest, I've never been a fan of the masked portrait on this guy, and I'm not sure what the extra masked one is on the left. Maybe it was the concept. The normal head I do like, but the roaring is better. I do like the spine trophy on the back. I think that is sick. And then having the option for both retracted and extended wrist blades is really cool. So that's definitely a bonus. There's light ups on all different parts of him, which is really cool. 2 different logos, just like the original. I like the head base stand. Yeah, I just don't care for the masked portraits on these at all. I like the OG much better. So there is a premium bust they're making, which will probably be $900, similar to the Jungle Hunter, which looks great and could also be something I would possibly consider, depending on price. If it's priced much cheaper, I may consider that. And if they do the roaring mouth, that's one I would want, because I don't think this is necessary to buy if you're getting it, because the normal portrait's very close to being closed anyways. Yeah, so definitely extended spear is the way to do it. You know, like, that's a really cool look. I like that a lot as well. Even just the open hand holding the disc with the roaring mouth is really cool. And then the chopped off arms. So, you know, you're getting a lot for your money, no doubt. You know, 3 1/3 heads, and Predator heads in 1/3 are massive, by the way. These are not little. These are huge. And he's a big, thick boy for sure. They say 41 inches tall, but that is to the top of the spear. He is probably sitting at 35 inches, similar to the Jungle Hunter. 26 inches deep and like 27 inches wide. So it's definitely, you know, a space hog. Similar to the Jungle Hunter, about the same size. Overall, detail looks fantastic, especially in that unmasked portrait. They have that wet look. The teeth look really well done, especially with that like paint app or whatever. It looks like translucent resin. The inner mouth looks great. The eyes look good. Everything looks fantastic. That is the portrait I like the most. I just like the look of that one. It looks super badass and menacing. So big fan of this head. This head, I don't remember that in the movie. Maybe it was like one of the secondary predators at the end, but it's decent looking. I would never display that. I would display the 2 unmasked, and I guess the masked every now and then if I was to get it. Chopped off arm, it's kind of showing him as a weaker person. I would not, want to show weakness on my predator, so I would never display that. And I always like them holding weapons, so. They also have a Retracted Spear, which is also really cool looking. I do like the extended one more, but if you need to save on height space, it's good that they give you this option. I also love the skulls on the base. I think that's awesome. Yeah, I don't really care for that. Doesn't look super cool, and that's only okay. And I'm not sure where that even goes. They haven't showed him holding it. Maybe it just goes on the base somewhere. The spear is definitely very cool. That's the best hand for sure. The base I do like, featured after the spaceship, which is really cool. I like him holding that disc blade in the front. That's really cool. And they also have it on the side. The spine trophy looks awesome. So I don't get the same exact wow factor I do as the Jungle Hunter. I think that one is a little just a bit more wow factor. Maybe because I like the Jungle Hunter better. But I do think overall this would be an absolutely fantastic companion piece. And for those who collect Predator only, it's an absolute no-brainer, of course. I doubt we'll get a better P2 Predator out there. For me personally, this is my least favorite Predator movie of all Predator movies, believe it or not. I think it's my least favorite, honestly. I do like the look of his unmasked portrait, but his body is just average. It's nothing super special looking for me. So, as of right now, I don't plan to buy it, but like I said, I may consider the bust, although here's the thing, I don't even have space for that bust. Looking at my Predator setup, unfortunately, I just do not have space. Not digging that look. Yeah, definitely don't want to look at that. Yeah, here's a good look at that mask portrait. Obviously, Prime 1 does fantastic detail, weathering. The eyes look really good. The dreads are a glossy look on this one. They didn't really do a glossy dreads on the previous Jungle Hunter. So, looks great though. Having like 4 giant Predator heads is definitely going to be a space hog. You're going to want to have like somewhere else to honestly to display them. But yeah, that's basically it. So $3,500. I did check economy shipping. For me, it was about $217. This one's 3 boxes. So 217, 3,500. So you're looking at $3,700, nearly $4,000. Which is close to what like an Infinity Studios silicone bust is. Although personally, I think something like this is cooler. Because I like statues more than busts personally, especially like super epic 1/3 scale statues. For me, there's more to see, and it's just cooler looking than a life-size bust. But I don't have any Predator or Alien space in my collection right now, so I don't plan to pre-order this. I also don't think it's going to sell out. Jungle Hunter is obviously way more popular. We don't have an edition size yet on this DX bonus version as well, but I'm sure it will be at least 1,000. So this one will probably be available for some time, especially the normal one. The only Predator I would consider selling of mine would be XM, although if I'm going to sell that to get another one, I want it to be the Berserker Predator. So I would hope that Prime 1 would make a Berserker Predator. I'm sure they'll probably eventually do a Wolf, but it's going to be pretty tough to beat Sideshow's Wolf. Just conceptually, not detail-wise. Prime 1's sticking more of these museum pose Predators, and I like the museum pose, no doubt, because you can see all the detail extremely good, but I do love the dynamic aspect of Sideshows, especially jumping off a severed alien, body. That's just too cool. And the dynamic pose is just unbeatable. Plus, it pairs so well with XM Alien. Like I said, I absolutely love my XM Predator. That was only $2,000, so nearly half the cost of this. I don't think it's worth double the cost. Plus, this would even fit in that space. I only have 22 inches depth. This is 26. Plus, these new Prime 1 1/3, I believe, are overscaled and won't pair too good with like Sideshow Legendary Wolf or Cinemaket. You pretty much need to go just all in Prime 1 and collect only Prime 1. It might pair good with Big Chap, I don't know. But I mean, Big Chap's 35 inches to the top of the back wall, but Prime 1 scales are definitely generally overscaled. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Do any of you plan on picking this up? Do you think it is worth the price tag? And, compared to like the Jungle Hunter, do you think it's as good or not as good? The Jungle Hunter had a ton of hype around it, and it's still one of the most hyped Prime 1 pieces I've seen. And frankly, I don't want to pre-order another Predator until we see productions of that. And I still don't even know if I'm going to get that. Depends on production. And ideally, I want to get it at least in person compared to Cinemaket, and then at that point decide which one I'm keeping. It's just I love Cinemaket so much, so I think it's going to be really hard to top that. Plus, Cinemaket's like better in scale with my, other two Predators, where Prime 1 will be overscaled, so I just don't know if it would work good. Anyways, folks, that is it for today's video. Let me know what you think if any of you guys are going to be picking this up. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.